We did not do very well on our benchmarks, but that's okay because we're going to review some key points that we need to know moving forward. And we're also going to correct our benchmarks. I'll give you instructions on how to do that so you can earn some of those points back for the questions that you missed. All right, so let's take a look. Now, the first key point that we're going to review is the types of maps. We talked about this near the beginning, but it's so important. So this is the same country, the United States of America. But by showing it in 4 different maps, we can show that different types of maps give us different types of information about the same place. So a climate map is going to show us what the weather is like over time. So which places usually get rain, which places usually get sunlight. A resource map is going to show us where natural resources are located, where people mine for coal and clear land to plant cotton. A physical map is going to show us what the land is like, where mountains are, deserts are, and rivers are. And a road map is going to show us which highways and streets connect different cities. Now, if we would have known that, we had known our types of maps, and we would have gotten a lot of questions correct at 4, 5, and 33. And these are questions that a lot of people missed. Let's take a look at how we could have gotten those correctly. Now, this is number 4. What kind of map is the one shown above? Now, I see rivers here, and Mississippi River, in fact, and I see mountains here. So I know that rivers and mountains is what the land is like, and physical maps show me what the land is like. Number 4 was A. Number 5. The map of North America shows us cities, mountains, states, locations of famous places. Well, I have the map here. I also know that it's a physical map, so I know that it shows me mountains. Now, that's how knowing the types of maps could have helped us get some questions correct. Let's move on to our next key point. The next key point talks about the differences between the different parts of Louisiana. South Louisiana is low and wet with swamps, and North Louisiana is high with forests and hills. Check out my resource map here. I see this light green color, and this is swampland. It can also be called marshes. That's where we find oysters, crabs, a lot of sugar and rice. Now, in the North Louisiana, it's where I find forests, the dark green. And that's where I see a lot of lumber. I see chickens, I see farms. Okay, I can see some of the differences between the different parts of Louisiana. And that's something you're going to have to know. South Louisiana has swamps. North Louisiana has forests and hills. Now, that would have helped us get number 20. It asks us, where is the swamp tour? You remember that question? I think you do. Let's go down to number 20. Now, here we go. Cajun Swamp Tours and Wetlands Adventure. See the Cajuns of the bayou living and surviving in the swamps. Here, the waterways are the highways. From the relaxed comfort of our covered boat, we will drift past a Cajun cemetery. Here, gators are the kings of the swamp. In which region of Louisiana would this tour be found? Southeast, Central, Northeast, Northwest. Now, don't let the East and West fool you. I know that North Louisiana has forests and hills, South Louisiana has swamps. If I just know that, then I know it's Southeast. So number 20 is A, the Southeast. Now you must be thinking, how am I going to correct this to get those points back? Well, that's what I'm going to show you now. You have a chart that looks like this, and you're going to put the number that you're correcting, say number 20, and you're going to put the correct answer. Now, where are you going to get the correct answer? Well, on your playlist, you're linked in to a classified document. That classified document is the 3rd grade benchmark answer key. That is going to give you all of the answers to your questions. Now, today, I have a list at the top, and you're going to circle the 10 that you're going to correct. We're going to talk about the other ones tomorrow. You're just going to pick from those 10, put the correct answers, and then you're going to go back to your test, and you're going to see what did you actually put. So maybe you weren't thinking clearly, forgot where the swamps were, it happens to all of us sometimes, and you picked something like C. Well, Put what you picked so that you know your mistake, and then you're going to explain what you learned. To do that, you're going to have to look back at your question. So I see a reading about Cajuns and swamps and gators, and I need to know what region that's talking about. Well, since I corrected my test, I can explain that I learned swamps and gators are found in South Louisiana. That's how you explain what you learned. Put your question and your answer together. Now, you're going to fill out this chart for 10 questions. Remember to pick those 10 out of the 10 at the top of your worksheet. We're going to talk about more later, and you're also going to have an exit ticket to make sure that we're going to be prepared moving forward. All right, good luck. See you tomorrow.